marmots and whatnot to exist in those grassland environments. It's a way of rebuilding the nitrogen source in the soil. So I think these are over great, huge timescales. We have to get away from the concept of our lifespan, or even 100, 200 years. We need to think in millennial terms, over many millennia.
This is unbelievably fascinating. The idea that they're sort of the architects of their ecosystem.
They're the architects of our existence. This is something that there's some really fantastic research that's come out in the past 2 years. I'm a science ambassador for the AAAS, the American Association of Advancement of Science. So I am a little bit out there, but I'm really happy that I have so much scientific support these days. A lot of things I've been talking about for 20 years are now well-rooted and been proven. One of the things that has been so fascinating to me, and I'm still wrapping my mind around this, but the universe was created about 13.8 billion years ago from the Big Bang. The Earth coalesced out of stardust about 4.5 billion. The earliest records of life we have is about 3.8 billion years ago, single-celled organisms. But just recently in lava beds in South Africa, they found mycelium infused through the lava 2.4 billion years ago. Now, we split from fungi 650 million years ago. And then in Brazil this past year, they found a fully intact, apparently a fossilized mushroom published in Nature, which is a very reputable scientific journal. And that one is 1.4 billion years old. So the oldest multicellular organism in the fossil record today is this fungus in lava in South Africa, 2.4 billion years ago. A fully formed mushroom who had its form was growing 1.4 billion years ago. We separated from fungi 650 million years ago. Mushrooms have had their form longer than we've had our form by more than 1 billion years.
Here, Jamie just pulled it up on the screen here so we can take a look at it. So this is the Paul, is this the image that you're familiar with?
Yeah, this is the one that has just been published in the past. They have a great name that's a tongue twister to pronounce. It's Gondwana agaricides magnificus.
Why do they do that? Do they do that to make people like me feel stupid? They don't have to.
No, they do that because graduate students want to publish papers and so they can invent names. So.
And so it looks better if you have a long Latin-sounding name.
So, but think of that. Mushrooms had their form before we had ours.
Yeah.
These are elders. These are ancient organisms. These are the overlord underlords of our ecosystem. And I suspect, and as these neural networks, they have more neural connections into mycelial mass. They're over 1,000 acres than